This conference will now be recorded.
What do you mean by control? Control is nothing but a cursor or a pointer. Cursor or a pointer. So now, for example, if I am writing a small program, let's say I will use the script. Okay, so I will use the script here. So now I am trying to go for. Okay, so I'm trying to go for something like, okay, so it is giving me options. So I will say let A is equal to 5 and let B is equal to 3. Okay, and I'm doing some kind of uh, alert A plus B. Okay, and I'm saying alert A minus B. So what happens basically? The control starts from here. So it allocates A, then it allocates B, then it alerts A plus B, then it alerts A minus B. So control is nothing but a cursor. Control is nothing but a cursor. If you are not giving anything, it will go in a sequence. It will go in a sequence. So if you are not giving any kind of control statement, any kind of loop or anything, it will by default go in a sequence. Yes or no? Now, for example, if I didn't tell you anything, so you will go from that particular door. Now, if I say that door is closed, you go from this. Means you are altering your flow. You are altering your flow. So, control statement is all about altering the flow, basically. Yes, getting my point. So, what is the control flow? Control flow is nothing but altering its flow, altering its control flow, altering its control flow. Getting my point? Yes, so whenever
Yes.
I'm talking about alteration of the flow, so what we are going for? We are going for making the control to switch to a way, different way. So what are that ways we have to understand? So that in that ways we have, so as I've told you, this is already, these are already the things that we know already, right? So like if statement and all. So anyhow, we'll just go back to each and everything once again, so that it will be easy for us to do the JavaScript code, right? Okay, now where the control will go here? First it allocate A, then it allocate B, then it console logs A plus B, then it console logs A minus B, then it console logs A into B. So that's the general flow of control. It is kind of a sequential. Okay, if it is not going in sequential, it might take a decision based flow. It might take a decision based flow. Okay, so what is decision based flow, sir? You have the if statements, you have the switch statement, and you have the ternary operation or a conditional operator. Ternary operation or a conditional operator. So what are the three things here? If statement, switch statement, and conditional operator. Okay. Now what is simple if actually? Simple if is nothing but which is used for a single condition, and if that condition is true, if that condition is true, what will happen? It will execute the true statements. It will execute the true statements. Otherwise, the control will go out of the if. So here again the control is important. So control, the control enters the if. The control enters the if. So the control checks the condition. The control checks the condition. Okay. So here the control. So understand the control enters. Okay. So here is the control. The control enters the if, and what is checked? Condition is checked. What is checked? Condition is checked. So condition is checked, and what that condition will be? Either true or false. If the condition is true, we get a true statement. If the condition is false, the control simply exits. The control simply exits without doing anything. Without doing anything. Am I clear? Am I clear with my points? So when I am talking about condition, so what is condition here? Condition is a statement which will give you either true or false, which will give you either true or false. So it is like a relational expression. It can be a logical expression, or it can be a simple true or false. It can be anything for that matter. It can be anything. Getting my point? Yes, it can be anything, but which will return you true or false. Okay, now we will go for the program. Develop a program to check whether the number given is 10. The number given is 10. So now we have to write a program for this. Okay, sir, how we will write this? Now let that number be given from the runtime. Let the number be given from the runtime. So let num is equal to. So how to take the number from the runtime? From the prompt. We can take prompt, no? Yes or no? From the prompt. So, but from the prompt, what you have to do? You will get actually a string. You get actually a string. So what you have to do? You have to convert that. So how to convert? I told you yesterday. Use a number, okay, and use a prompt. Remember or not? So prompt and say enter a number. Enter a number. Let num is equal to number. Prompt of enter a number. So what you are doing here? You are saying enter a number. So num is equal to, you are saying enter a number. See the power of AI nowadays, right? What it is giving? It is giving you an idea what you can do with that number. You can check even or odd. We were talking about if and all. We were talking about if and all. So automatically it is giving it. It is not listening to me, but it is giving us the idea. You are taking a number from the runtime, so you can do this. You can do this. Okay. So this comes with an extension called tab9. What is the extension? Tab9. Okay, so tab9 extension that you can also do later. So tab9 it's a beautiful one. So you don't have to write the programs also, you know. So that's how the AI has become now. So you can just ask it, write a program for this, it will write for you. Okay, so that's how it has become. Okay, right. Anyhow, we will learn logics. Logics learning is important, of course. Now what I have to check? If that number is, if the number is, okay, see, I said just if, so it gave me everything. So what I'll do is I'll just use tab. That's it. What I used? Tab. So tab9 Pro version still even gives you more, but it is a paid version. We cannot use that. Okay. So now you can make changes. No, what do you want? You want whether the number is equal to 10 or not. So what you can do? You can simply say this. Okay. So double equals to 0. Okay, so sorry, double equals to 10. Okay, so what you can say, you can either console or you can alert. So you can alert given number is 10. Given number is 10. But are we using if else logic? No, we are using only if. We are using only if. So given number is 10. If it is false, don't do anything. So if logic only checks with what? If logic only checks with it is a true statement or not. So if it is true, I will give the true statement. I'll give the true statement. Getting my point? Okay. So let me save this. Okay. Now what it is asking me? It is asking me to give the number. To give the number. It is asking me to give the number or not? Yes or no? So let me give a number, something like 10. So now what it will say? Given number is 10. Because that statement was true. The statement was true. If in the bracket, if you have the statement as true, you will get the true statement block to get executed. What will get? What will get executed? The true statement block will get executed. Am I clear? Yes. Okay. Say okay. Now let me refresh this once again. Now I will give something like 5. Now 5, am I getting any alert or anything in the console or anywhere? No, because we did not write any code to execute when that condition is false. When the condition is false, it simply comes out. That's it. Who? The control. Who? The control. Control. The word control is very, very important here. So if you are not aware of this control, you cannot understand this program. So always remember that control is important. Where the control started its journey? So control started its journey inside the script. Inside the script. So what it did? The control is taking number from the prompt box. The control is taking number from the prompt box. So from the prompt box, you are giving a number 10. You are giving a number 10. As you are giving a number 10, what happens? That 10, actually 10 is what? 10 is a string, no? Actually 10 is a string. Actually 10 is what? 10 is a string. But the 10 we are converting into a number. Converting into a number. So we are converting the 10 into a number. As you are converting the 10 into a number, that NUM becomes what? That NUM becomes number 10. That NUM becomes number 10. Now, if you are using num is equal to 10, so it is equating considering the types or ignoring the types? Ignoring the types. Considering the types or ignoring the types? Ignoring the types. Okay, right. So, what is considering the types? If you are giving equal to also. Okay, so okay, we'll talk about that. Now it is clear. Now this is Java or Python. But when you come to this particular JavaScript, okay, now you see, I can also give 3, no? Yes or no? Now tell me what is the answer. Now tell me what is the answer. Is it true or false? You tell me first. Is it true or false? You tell me first. False. Why false? Because triple equal to will consider the data type. Consider the data type. Now, for example, if we are going for double equal to, now 10 you give. So 10 is actually string, we know. 10 number is equal to 10 string. You are getting the answer correct or not? Why? Because JavaScript will not consider the types if you are giving only double equal to. If you are giving double equal to, it doesn't matter for it. Am I crystal clear? Yes or no? Am I crystal clear or not? So what I'm talking about at the end of the day, I am talking about if statement. If statement will check only a condition. If that condition is true, the true statement gets executed. If that condition is false, the control simply comes out without doing anything. Without doing anything. Am I crystal clear? Okay. Then I'm not going to give tens of examples, not required. All your Java, Python examples, you can work it out here. No problem at all. Okay, so I don't have any problem, right? Okay. So last digit of a number is 5. Now tell me how to check the last digit of a number is 5 or not, rather. Okay, so number is 5 or not. Now my question is, check whether the last digit of a number is 5 or not. My question is different now. Previously my question was like, check whether the number is 10. That's it. That I have kept a question mark. But now I am saying number or not. Means if not also you tell me. If yes also you tell me. Then I have to go for the if else logic. Then I have to go for which logic? I have to go for the if else logic. So what does if else do? If you have a condition, if you have a condition, if that condition is true, you print the true statement. If that condition is false, you print the false statements. Am I crystal clear? Yes or no? Okay. Now how the things will change? It is same. It is same as your Java or Python. So now I'll say else. Okay. So else. So this is okay. So I can just give it here. Okay. So else now given number is opposite. No, not 10. See, don't completely blindly believe AI. Do your changes, right? So it is giving you suggestions only. It is giving you what? Suggestions. Now, for example, why I'm telling that, because what AI gave me, given number is 20. Is that correct? Is that fact? The given number can be 10 also. The given number can be 5 also. The given number 20 only one probability. 1 by infinity. Yes or no? 1 by infinity. 20 is only one probability. But here, what is giving? Given number is 20. It is giving you suggestion. Okay, you want 20, yeah, you can. Okay, so if you just saw here previously, what it is giving me? Suggestion. If number is equal to 20, you keep 20. Then I'll write. What it is giving? If number is equal to 30, 30. So it is giving you suggestion, that's it. Okay, don't completely blindly believe AI. AI will take your life also. So in that way, take your life in the sense working life. Not I'm not talking about physical life, working life. So if you blindly believe it and submit it to your manager, over your work is over. Yes, so don't believe it completely. So give your suggestions. I mean, let it give it suggestions. You correct it. That's it. So you have to be checking. So that is where the coding knowledge is required. Don't think that AI will replace coders. Never, never it will happen. So what is AI giving you? AI is giving you only suggestions. So that suggestions you have to know, no, what suggestion it is giving, what kind of changes. For that also coding is required, no? Yes or no? So what AI will do is it will decrease the number of people. So for example, five developers are there. So five developers are there. So maybe it will need only four developers. Maybe it will need four developers, not five. So because it is giving something coding, it is giving automatic, no. So maybe that fifth employer may be in doubt. That's it. Maybe that's also right. If the projects are more, definitely that fifth developer, sixth developer, 10 developers also required. So coding will never die, never ever die. Okay, so remember that point. So many people do this discussion like coding will die, AI has come. Okay, even big people talk about that, but never, never it happens. Okay, so at least you are needed, no? So for correcting it at least, right? So now what I can say, given number is not 10. So binary result, no. So binary result means what? Given number is given number is not 10. Given number is not 10. Given number is not 10. Yes. Understanding my point? Else given number is not. So what is this logic? If else logic. Okay. Now what was my question actually? Take a number, check whether the last number is 5 or not. Okay, now I took a number, right? So now I am saying number. When I try to convert into number type, right? Number. Now, how can I get the last digit of a number? If I do the modulus by 10, if I do the modulus by 10, if I do the modulus by 10, I will get the last digit. I'll get the last digit. So how, sir, how you are getting last digit? Uh, make us understand. Okay, let me make you understand. Now, for example, I have, let's say a number. Okay, so let's say I have a number something like 5793. Okay, so 5793. So now, if I am doing a modulus by 10. Modulus means division only. Modulus means division only. So 10 5 is 50, 10 7 70, 10 9 90, and what is remaining? 3 is remaining. So now what is 5793 modulus 10? It is going to be 3. Understanding? You got the last digit or not? You got the last digit or not? Yes. So now what we have to check? Whether this is equal to 5 or not. Whether this is equal to 5 or not. So simply what I can do, number mod 10 equals to 5 equals to 5. So number mod 10 means what I will get. If the number is 5793, I'll get 3. Is 3 equal to 5? No. Okay. Now if I am saying 5795, what I will get? 5 equals to 5. So then what I can say? Given number is, okay, given last digit. Okay, I'll write it. Last digit is 5. Something like that. Last digit is 5. So otherwise, last digit is not 5. It is the opposite result. No, is not 5. It is opposite result. It is opposite result. Yes. Am I clear? Okay. So simply save this and run this. So now enter a number 6897. Now what I'm getting? Last digit is not 5. Last digit is not 5. Why? Because 6, 7, 8, 9 something is getting divided by 10 and it is giving you a modulus where what is the number that I gave? The number that I gave is something like, okay, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. Now what I will get last number? 9, no? Is 9 equal to 5? Is 9 equal to 5? No. No means which one will execute? Else will get executed. Who will get executed? Else will get executed. Am I clear? Who will get executed, sir? Else will get executed. Okay. So this also dark. If you want, I can go for this incognito mode. Okay. So right. So enter a number. Suppose if I'm saying 10, the last digit is not 5. Sir, if you say only one digit, what happens, sir? What is 5 modulus 10? What is 5 modulus 10? 5 modulus 10 is how much? 5 modulus 10 is how much? 10, 0, 0. The answer is 5. Hope you're understanding my concept. Yes? Am I clear with my concepts or not? Okay, great. So now this is how you can go for it. Okay, if the last digit is not 5, you will get this result. What is this logic? If else. What is the difference between if and if else? What is the difference between if and if else? Sorry. If consists of only one condition, if that condition is true, only true statement get executed. If that condition is false, nothing will get executed. So this is like a review for you. Okay, if logics review for you, so that you can just have a review of all the things. Right. Next, if else. What is if else? You have a condition. If that condition is true, the true statement gets executed. Otherwise, the false statement gets executed. There are alternative. So one alternative. There are two options basically. So there are two options. If the first option is okay, second option will not execute. If the first option is not okay, then the second option will get executed. If one option is executing, the other will not be touched also. Yes, am I clear? Yes or no? Okay. So why I'm pressing on this, because the next one will be a little bit confusing. Okay, I'll give you. Next one will be check with, okay, if else if. Check. Next one will be what? If else if. So what if else if will do, sir? It can have condition 1, and if that condition is true, over, story complete. If that condition is false, again I will check. Again I will check. Yes, getting my point? If that condition is true, the true statement will get executed, complete the story. If that condition is false, what I will check? I will check whether we have a condition 2 true or false. Condition 2 true or false. If that is true, story complete. If that is false, again there may be another condition. Again there may be another condition. If that is true, story complete. If that is false, again. If that is false, 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 it can check any number of conditions. If all the given conditions are false, then ultimately an else statement will be there. Ultimately, what will be there? An else statement will be there. Yes. What the else statement will contain generally? False statement. If all of them are false also, the last one will get executed. Last one will get executed. Am I clear? Yes or no? Okay. So now, okay, we will write a small program. This is a syntax. Okay, I'll hand over this document. So now I want to check the largest, or I should say, uh, if both numbers are big, small, or equal. Now what is there here? X is greater than y. If x is greater than y, obviously x is big. If that is false, if that is false, then I have to check if x is less than y. If x is less than y is big. If both are same, if that is not the case and this is not the case, what is the next thing that can be? They both are same. They both are same. Three unique numbers basically. Am I clear? Okay, let's take, sorry, two unique numbers, not three unique numbers, two unique numbers. Okay, right. So now num1, I can take two prompts, no? Num1 and num2. Num1 and num2. Okay, so num1 and num2. So what I'm saying now, if num1 greater than num2, if num1 greater than num2, okay. If num1 greater than num2, so what I can say? What I can say? Num1
is greater than
or else backticks. Remember backticks? You can make a practice of this backticks. Okay. So dollar which value? Num1 greater than dollar num2, dollar num2. Otherwise, else. So we have else if. Else means if that is false, you come to else, and here you check again. Num1 is less than num2. Then what is the point here? What I'll get here? Less than. Okay. And what is the only other case?
equals.
If both are equal. Now, for example, I will say, see, already it has come. Okay. So is equal to. So triple equal to will work or single equal to will work?
Double.
Double. Double is okay because we converted that to number. No. Okay. So let me say this. It will ask me enter a number. I'll say 5. It will ask me enter a number. I'll say 8. Then 5 is less than 8. Automatically it is coming or not? Yes. Am I clear? Yes. So that's how you develop the if else. Okay. Now the question here generally people will ask me is, sir, when there is a need for else, there is a need for else. Now, for example, I'm giving a number. Let's say I'm giving 33. You should tell me this is a two-digit number. At the same time, if I'm giving 579, you should tell me it is a three-digit number. Suppose if I'm giving 4596, you should say it's a four-digit number. Now, how can I write that? Okay. Generally, I'm talking about single digit number, double digit number, triple digit number, four digit number, five digit number, six digit number, like that. which number can be considered as a single digit number?
0, 0 to 99. Minus also.
Minus also. The number which is ranging from minus 9 to plus 9. Minus 9 to plus 9.
Go double.
Minus 9 to plus 9. The number which is ranging from minus 9 to plus 9 can be considered as a single digit number. It is as simple as that. How, sir? Number line. Simple number line. So you give a number line 0, plus 9 and minus 9. So these numbers are called what? Single digit negative numbers. These numbers are called what? Single digit positive. This number is called single digit neutral number. So you have minus 9 to plus 9. Minus 9 to plus 9 as what? As single digit number, including 0, of course. And don't say 0, 0 will be a double digit. No, 0, 0 won't be there. Anyhow, if you keep any number of zeros, it is considered as 1, 0. Okay. Okay. So now what I can write the logic? Now in school days, we used to write something like this. Minus 9 less than num1 less than plus 9. Like this we used to write now. So what is the meaning of this? Num1 lies between minus 9 and plus 9. Same logic here also. But can we keep it like this? Minus 9 less than or equal to num1 less than or equal to 9. So can we have it like this? Okay, let's take it. Now let me go for it and say 3. Okay. Right. So let me say this. So Python people should catch this point actually. So I'll say 3. Now what did you say? 3 is one digit. So now you are writing it like mathematics only, no? Same mathematics only. Yes or no? What is the point here? Minus 9 is less than equal to num1. Yes. And num1 is greater than or equal to 9. Sir, if I want to write it in a different way, how can I write, sir? You can write num1 greater than or equal to minus 9 and num1 less than or equal to plus 9. We can write it in this way also. Am I crystal clear? Num1 greater than or equal to minus 9 and num1 less than or equal to 9. For example, you take 3. 3 is greater than or equal to minus 9, true? Yes or no? True or false? 3 is less than or equal to 9. This is true. This is true and true. If both are true, what is the result? The result is also true. This is same as that only. Same, exactly the same. Is that clear? Okay, now else if. Hmm. Else if.
Minus 90.
Very good. Else if
Minus 99.
minus 99 minus 99 less than or equal to 99. So here so many people will get doubt. The doubt is what sir, 99 means here, minus 99 means here. These numbers also come in there only, yes, definitely. But what I told you, if you remember,
If it's true, it will
exactly what I told you. If the first if is true, end of the story. If you are giving a single digit number, it will be the end of the story there only. When it will enter the second condition? When it is more than single digit. When it is more than single digit, then only it will enter the second logic. Am I crystal clear? Yes or no? Yes? Understanding my point? So now tell me what happens. Now what I have to write?
Alert.
I have to say alert. You don't have to write it. It will write it for you. So what it is saying? 2 digit. It is dying to write now. So okay. Next. Hmm. Else if see
Minus N.
it gave me everything. Yes, power of AI. Next. But who started? You only started, no? That is important. So now,
Else.
how many times I should write all this? 5 digit, 6 digit, 7 digit, 8 digit. Will there be an end?
No, sir.
Now who comes into the picture?
Else.
Else. Who comes into the picture? Else will come into the picture. What it is saying? See, it is. So this is not. This is only suggestion it is giving you. So what we can say? We can adjust it something like greater than or equal to 5 digit number. Greater than or equal to 5 digit number. Getting my point? Am I clear with my points or not? When else is required, you understood now? When else is required? Else is optional. Else is pakka optional. When else will be required? In which cases? When there is a condition, when there is a chance for all the conditions to become false. When there is a chance for all the conditions to become false. This is the case. All the conditions might become false now if I'm giving a 6 digit number. Suppose if I'm giving a 6 digit number, let's say. Okay. If I'm giving a 6 digit number, okay. Suppose if I'm giving so 25 something something and say okay. Now what is okay? 1 digit, 2 digit. Okay, we'll replace. Maybe browser issue, no problem. So we can write it this way. Take it with other browser also, no problem. We'll make it very specific. Python supports. Python we can directly do it like this. Anyway, brother of Java, no? So 9999 and so save this. So let me give 89. What is 89? 2 digit. 89 is what? So I gave the alternative also, no? So no problem. So right. So okay. Then suppose if I am giving a bigger number, where it goes? It says greater than or equal to 5 digit number. It may be equal to 5 digit, or it may be greater than 5 digit. Hope you're understanding my points. Okay. Is there anything different? Is it different from your Python or Java? No, exactly the same. The only thing is we write it under the script. That's it. Yes, we write everything under the script because this is JavaScript for that matter. Yes, am I clear? Okay. Right. So next, nested if. So what is nested if, sir? Nested if means an if structure inside another if. If structure inside another if. So the outer if execution totally depends on the inner if. Totally sorry. The inner if execution totally depends on the outer if. If the outer if is true, then only the inner if will start executing. Getting my points or not? Okay. Now, largest of three numbers using the nested if. Largest of three numbers using the nested if. Okay. So now, for example, if I am writing largest of three numbers using nested if. See, now it is not giving any suggestion. Okay, right. So using nested if. So for this, what I require three numbers. Okay, I require three numbers. So directly I'm taking numbers. Okay, n1 is equal to 4. Next, n2 is equal to 5, and then n3 is equal to 3. Let's say. Okay, n3 is equal to 3. Now, if see, if n1 greater than n2, if n1 greater than n2, and n1, okay, so n1 greater than n3, okay, so not and, this is nested if, no, okay. Now what it says, see, if n1 greater than n3, who is the largest number? Who is the largest number? Okay, if what it is saying, n1 greater than n2, so I asked it, no, what I asked it, largest of three numbers using nested if. It is trying to register that, and then I started the code, it gave me the answer. So what it is checking, if n1 is greater than n2 and n1 is greater than n3, so then what you have to write? So you have to just, I'll say alert this time, alert, not document dot write. So alert is working for us now. N1 is the largest number and N3 is the largest number. Sir, why N2 is not involved here, sir? Here, what we have done? We have ruled it out. If N1 is greater than N2, if that is the case, N1 definitely is not big, no? Who are bigger? Either N1 or N3. So that is why we are comparing N1 with N3. Am I clear? Okay. If this is false, what I have to check? I have to say else if, what have to ask it? Else if n2 greater than n3, n2 greater than n3, then in that case, which one will be the bigger number? N2 will be the larger number. N2 will be the larger number. Okay. So what I will do here is, I will write it inside. Why I am writing inside, I want to tell you that under else also you can have the if logics. Yes? Okay. Then else, who is big? Who is big? Who is big? Else, who is big? How the control is going, you understood? Tell me how the control is going. Sir, you are not using backticks. If you are not using the backticks, you have to use the concatenation operator. What do you have to use? Concatenation operator. So that is where backticks are very, very effective. Yes? Now tell me what happens here. Don't worry about the inputs. Inputs are not important for us at all. Never do the program keeping inputs in mind. If you are keeping inputs in mind, only that will be correct for that input, maximum cases. But it should be correct for all the inputs, no? So what is that we are doing? If n1 is greater than n2, if n1 is greater than n2, if n1 is greater than n2, I have to go inside. I have to check for what? I have to check for n1 greater than n3. Is n1 is greater than n3. If that is also correct, what I will say? N1 is exclusively greater. Yes or no? Three unique numbers I am talking about, not three same numbers. Yes? Am I clear? Okay. If n1 greater than n3 is false, n1 is ruled out. N1 is definitely not a larger number. So who is the largest number? N3 is the largest number. N3 is the largest number. Is that clear? Is that clear or not? Okay. Now for example, if N1 is greater than N2 is wrong. If it is false, it comes to where? It comes to the else. It will not enter this. Why? When this will execute, if at all this is true, that is not true, no. If that is not true, where I should come? I should come to the else. So inside the else, what is there? If n2 is greater than n3, n2 is greater than n3. If n2 is greater than n3, what should I get? If n2 is greater than n3, so you ruled out n1 here. You ruled out n1. If n1 is ruled out, who two are big? Who two may be big? N2 or n3 may be big. So n2 greater than n3, if it is true, who will get executed? N2 will get executed, or n2 is the largest number. If that is false, obviously n3. Means ultimately what you are using? You are using if else inside the if. You are using if else inside the else also. In else if also if you can use, in else also you can use, in if also you can use. Don't use else inside else, that will not work. Right? Use if structures inside the if structures or the else if structures or the else structures. Am I clear? So this is the way that you are working with which kind of loop, sorry, which kind of statement this is? Nested if. Okay. One second. Brackets. So brackets not required now. Okay, so n1 value is equal to 4, n2 value is equal to 5. Who is big? Who is big? N2 is big. Okay. Now if 5 is the largest number out of 4, 5, 3. Okay. Then let me change it to 14. Now tell me. 14 is the biggest number. Which statement? Else statement. Okay. Sorry. This statement, no? This statement will get executed. Okay. Now tell me. Now tell me, this statement getting executed or the down statement will get executed? This statement only? This one will get executed. Why? Because 14 greater than 15. This one, na? This what you told? Down one will get executed. Yeah. First one. So if 14 greater than 15, who is false? This is false. So it should go to the else, no? Which one will get executed now? 15 greater than 16, false. False, no? Then who will get executed? N3, this one will get executed. Okay. Now, for example, this is 14.5. Now tell me. 14 point, same, okay. 15.5. So 15.5 greater than 15, true or false? 15.5 greater than 15, true or false? True or false? True. True means what will check? N1. What is N1? What is N1? 15.5 greater than 16. True or false? False means this one will get executed. Now you understood why I did not take the inputs in the initial stages. Because for every input, your answer should be correct. For every input, your answer should be correct. Right? Okay. Next, we will talk about the switch statement. Or else, what we will do is switch. We'll talk about tomorrow. So we'll talk about okay, do while. We'll talk about ternary operator today. Okay. So I think I missed it somewhere. Okay, I'll talk about ternaries, which we'll talk about tomorrow because only 3-4 minutes is there. So when you talk about ternary, so ternary operator is something like this. Ternary operator is question mark colon. So question mark colon means it is an alternative for if else. It is an alternative for what? If else. It is an alternative for if else. Okay. Now I will say N3 is equal to N1 greater than N2 question mark. Okay. N1 colon N2. So what is the meaning of this, sir? Okay. Now let's say let among, so I want to provide the backtick. So among N1 is equal to N1, and see when I put plus plus and all, it will be so confusing. So that is why I am using this. Okay. And N2 is equal to N2 is equal to what? Dollar symbol N2 value. Okay.
M3
So
equals
hmm,
mathematically.
N1, no? N1 is equal to 16, N2 is equal to 15. Among these two, okay, so my intention is N3 is big. Okay, so this is my intention. Okay, so among N1 and N2, N3 is big. So I should get that value. So let me run this. Direct ga? ఇక్కడ no, I want to say N1, N2. I want to display in the output. Output లో display కావాలని చెప్పేసి తీసుకున్నాను. Okay, so among N1 is equal to 16 and N2 is equal to 15. Who is big? 16 is big. Now what exactly this is doing, sir? Tell me. Okay, now hmm, let me tell you what exactly the ternary does. Okay, now see uh, this one. What is this? Expression 1, this is expression 2, and this is expression 3. Expression 1 will have only two possibilities, true or false. Only two possibilities, true or false. If it is true, if it is true, E2 will get executed. If it is false, E3 will get executed. Hope you are understanding my point. Okay, once again. E1 question mark E2 colon E3. So E2 will be evaluated to what values? Either true or false. If that is true, who will get executed? E2 will get executed. If it is false, E3 will get executed. Now what is the point, sir? Now N1, so 16 greater than 15, true or false? True. 16 colon 15. So what N3 will get now? 16 greater than, this is true, no? True question mark. This is true statement and this is false statement. So this is true or false question mark, true statement or false statement. If it is true, if it is true, this is true or false? True. True means who is going to N3? 16 is. If it is false, let's say 16 greater than 18. Now tell me what happens.
18.
So this is false. False means who will go? 18 will go into N3. Getting my point? Am I crystal clear? Yes. So now let's say this is 18. Now tell me what is the output? Tell me what is the output? Among N1 is equal to 16 and N2 is equal to 18. Who is big? 18 is big. Am I clear? This is what is ternary operator. What is this? Ternary operator. So I'll give you a small task. Using ternary operator, find the largest of three numbers. Find the largest of 3 numbers, just a task, simple task, right? So this is it for today. Okay, so in our next session we will talk about the loops. Switch is there, switch, along with that we will finish the loops also. Okay, and from after loops we will start the function, the most important thing, right? Thank you.